From today, I will start a trading challenge where I will try to turn 0.1 Bitcoin into one full Bitcoin, and I'm gonna do this all on Can in full transparency. There's a link down below where you can see my wallet and track my trades as well. It's all gonna be on chain. If you want to trade with me, and today I will start showing you why I do this and what trades I've already made, and I'm gonna do some trades now on Cam as well. We all know that Bitcoin is here to stay, and I want to stack my sats because looking at the dollar value of altcoins or Bitcoin, it could go up or down, but at the end of the day, if you have enough Bitcoin, you are going to make it. So therefore, I want to turn 0.1 Bitcoin into a full Bitcoin. Now, how am I going to do this? I'm going to trade altcoins against Bitcoin. I think this is the best way to do because in my opinion, Bitcoin could definitely hit $300,000, maybe $400,000 at the top of the next bull run. And if we have a full Bitcoin by then, that's worth a lot of money, of course. So eventually I will probably trade 40k to 400,000k. But if I actually do that with that amount of money, I maybe get a little too emotional. So let's go look at Bitcoin. I've made a new wallet where I put in $3,000. Well, $200 is for the gas fees because somehow I figured that I'm gonna use the Ethereum chain. I think I have to reconsider that as well. But overall, I already have $1,400 worth of USDT, and I also have some Chainlink and I have some Sushi Swap as well. That's what I already bought. I did that late night, so I couldn't record that, but I'm gonna show you the transactions. And here on DBank, like I said, I'm gonna leave this link in the description. You can check out everything that I got on that wallet. If you have an account right there, you can also follow me here, so check out how that works. You can also use the DBank app, very cool. So you can see everything that I have. So I have USDT, I have Sushi, Chainlink, and Ethereum for the fees. Now, what coins am I going to do this with? I figured that I'm going to do this. Let me pull it up right here, but I'm going to change one. I want to do this with Gala, with Vulcan Forged, with Chainlink, and with Sushi. Well, I feel like maybe I'm gonna change Vulcan Forged or Gala to Avalanche, because if I look at the charts, what am I looking at? Why am I doing it like this? Well, first, I'm looking at the Bitcoin dominance, and that's basically how I'm going to trade this. I'm not even looking too much at the individual charts, basically. I'm looking at the Bitcoin dominance, and I do think though, that at a certain point, the Bitcoin dominance will break out and will be higher. If you don't know what that means basically that altcoins will underperform against Bitcoin, right? Like they did over the last half a year already. So Bitcoin was leading the run and altcoins are bleeding against Bitcoin. It's also what you can see if you look at some altcoin Bitcoin charts. If we, for example, well, go to AVAX, the coin that I'm now talking about, you see that AVAX Bitcoin is basically, you know, downhill, while AVAX, you know, dollar is, well, it's also not doing fantastic, but it's definitely not at its low, right? The low was $10 and it's now sitting at $17. While AVAX Bitcoin is kind of sitting at its low, right? So therefore, I feel like it's good maybe to trade against Bitcoin to see how we can pull it off. Now, I feel like the Bitcoin dominance is ranging between 39 and 48%, give or take, maybe even 49%. We're now sitting at 47.5%, and we are sitting in that rejection area. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a rejection, but if you want to trade, you have to take a look at the charts, and the charts are telling me currently that it's a pretty good risk-reward ratio to trade some Bitcoin into altcoins, right? So I'm gonna start off with altcoins right now. Then when the dominance is getting lower and I feel like, okay, my altcoins are doing great against Bitcoin, I'm gonna convert some, maybe everything, maybe a part of it. We have to take a look by then, and I try to record everything. If somehow, you know, something occurs while I cannot film this, it doesn't matter. Like I said, on DBank, you can check out every single holding that I have. You can check out the history as well. There you can see exactly what I did with this wallet, right? So I swapped $200 for Ethereum for the fees. Then I put $700 into Sushi and $700 into Chainlink. Now, why Sushi and Chainlink? I can definitely show you that as well. If we, for example, look at Chainlink USDT, it's ranging, right? It's going pretty sideways, looking fine. Strong price movements. If we look at Chainlink Bitcoin, you can see this right here, right? Chainlink Bitcoin is basically sitting against the lower side of the complete range. I don't know why I've drawn this here, because if it goes there, then I'm screwed. But if we look at this, you know, this is kind of the range, give or take, right? If we, you know, we have this here, we have some kind of fake up right here, but we're now sitting around that same level. So I think it's definitely possible that, you know, Chainlink goes back to around, you know, give or take this level right here, right? What would that mean? That would mean that I'm taking a trade of 27%, right? If I'm putting that back into Bitcoin, I have on that trade 27% more Bitcoin. And it really, for this challenge, doesn't matter for me what Bitcoin is going to do. If Bitcoin goes to 100K, if Bitcoin goes to 15K, it doesn't matter. I want to get that full Bitcoin with this challenge. I looked into the fact that if I can maybe use a centralized exchange for this, and you can actually apply as a copy trader, but that's usually for future trading, longing, shorting, that kind of stuff. And I just want to do this purely with spot trading, right? I just want to go with the altcoin against Bitcoin. So you cannot copy trade it. But like I said, if you go to the link in the description and you check out DBank, you can see my trades right there. If you want to, you can copy it, but I want to let you know, I don't know if this is going to work out, right? Because it could definitely happen that the Bitcoin dominance decides to do this, right? That it decides to break through. And then what happens? Then I have a bag of altcoins, but these altcoins are worth less against Bitcoin. Overall, I think that the altcoins that I pick are also altcoins that are very good to hold for the long term. So at the end of the day, I don't think there is a way of losing with this. But if that happens, then I'm gonna have to, you know, wait a long time to continue with this challenge as well. So if that happens, then I'm gonna start a new challenge, whatever, it doesn't matter. So Chainlink looking pretty good for this challenge. Now I looked at Sushi as well, and you didn't hear me talk a lot about Sushi Swap, but I must say that Sushi Bitcoin looks quite good to put into this challenge as well. If you look at Sushi Bitcoin, look at this, Sushi Bitcoin, right? Came down a lot. And yes, I know it is in free fall, it is in price discovery mode, it's making new lows basically as we speak. Now I must also say that I don't know if there is a chart for Sushi that takes it a little further back than this one does. So let's go with Kraken and Binance and everything like that. So yeah, okay, it has some more history over here, but overall, yeah. Okay, so if we look at the chart on Binance, we can, you know, it's pretty safe to say that Sushi is sitting around its last support, right? We had support here, we had support here, we had support here, we had support here. Now, of course, it's possible that it now breaks through like a lot of other coins, but overall, I am also willing to take a trade on massive support, right? I mean, we could have a fake out, but overall, I think there is a lot more upside than downside overall. And this looks like a big trade to me as well. Now, I wanted to add AVAX into this as well. So these are then 3 coins. Why? Because if we look at AVAX, basically sitting at that same kind of level, right? We had some resistance here. We had support here, a little support here almost, and we are now at that level as well. So it could also definitely be that AVAX bounces. And again, I want to, you know, give a disclaimer, these coins could see new lows, right? Because if you look at the chart very closely, it is basically a lower low. So it is in a downtrend, so it is a risky move. But on the other hand, I also feel like if I'm not doing this now, then what am I waiting for, right? It could definitely go lower. It could go lower. And, you know, by that time, maybe I'm gonna change the challenge to 0.2 Bitcoin to 2 Bitcoin, right? Then I'm gonna just, you know, and then my dollar cost a little bit more. Yeah, and Falcon Forge Bitcoin looks pretty decent as well. Did not make a lower low, but it did perfectly bounce off of the support level. And I must say though that if we take a look at where it came from and where it's sitting right now, it's 6% up. It's not a lot, but of course we cannot time the bottom, and that's not what I'm trying to do right here, right? So, but Falcon Forge is looking pretty decent as well. If I look at Gala is looking pretty decent as well, right? I do think that there is one more major support level for Gala to come if shit hits the fan, and that's around 15% lower than where we are right now. So I have to say that I don't know what to choose from, Gala or Falcon Forged. If I do have to choose, chart-wise, Falcon Forged looks a little bit better. On the other hand, if the dominance does decide to run up and we sit with a bag of altcoins, what would I rather sit in, Gala or Falcon Forged? And then I have to say Gala. So I think I'm going to do this with Gala then. So in that case, Falcon Forged is going to go, and we're going to replace that one with AVAX. The problem is, do we have AVAX on the Ethereum chain, or do I have to bridge it? Well, I can already tell you, I have to bridge it. So if we want to go from the Ethereum mainnet with Tether to Avalanche, then here we are. And I want to trade with $700 because $2,800 is what I started with, since Bitcoin is sitting at around $28,000, right? So that's 0.1 Bitcoin. We have 4 coins, so that's $700 per coin. Now, Seller Network has a pretty decent bridge. It doesn't cost a lot. It's pretty quick, so let's go for that one. And like I said, these are the coins that I'm going to start with, right? If it eventually ends up that another coin looks better, then we're just trading that coin. It doesn't matter. I don't really care about these altcoins that I'm trading right now. It's all about getting more Bitcoin, and these altcoins that I'm using right now just look like the best entry to me. So here we go. Confirm the transfer towards the Avalanche chain, and let's go with that. Confirm the transfer. $3. It's not that expensive for a bridge. Bridges could be very expensive, to be honest. So transaction has succeeded. All right, so now it's I think it's still going on. Yeah, it's pending right here. This could take a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna skip this part. In the meantime, I have a CoinGecko portfolio set up as well with the Bitcoin value. So let's start with this. Let me refresh it a little bit because Bitcoin went down a little bit. So if I have this in dollars, then well, it's changed. But let's go with the trade. So I've traded already a little bit. Like I showed you at the beginning, I've bought some sushi. So 262 sushi is what I bought. So let's go with that. Add sushi. Here we go, sushi. And guys, again, if you want to trade with me, you can follow it, right? You can, everything is on chain, so it's 100% transparent. I hope you appreciate that. Don't take this as financial advice. I hope that goes without saying as well, by the way. But you know, you can choose to maybe do this with $100 or whatever and use Binance instead, like, so you don't have the gas fees and all of that and whatsoever. If you feel like, okay, yeah, maybe, you know, this is an amount of money that I trust Fomo with. Shouldn't be much. Chainlink sushi, we have Gala is what we're gonna put in the portfolio. We're gonna put Gala, Chainlink, sushi, Avalanche in the portfolio, AVAX, and what do we forget? Oh yeah, Bitcoin, of course, right? Because we're gonna start with Tether so that I can buy the coins, but for the rest, dollars have nothing to do with this. As soon as I have bought it all, I'm not gonna mess around with these dollars anymore. Maybe if I have to bridge something over or switch to different chains or whatsoever, but it's only Avalanche against Bitcoin, for example. And can you do that? Yes, you can do that. Also here, if you go, if you look, I have Chainlink right now, right? But I can also just trade that for wrapped Bitcoin, and that's at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this one is still pending, so we'll wait a little bit for that. So I'm gonna fill in the trades. you know, if you find this boring, me filling in the trades whatsoever, is, you know, skip a little bit, but I want to be as transparent as possible. I just love that. So I have, again, bought, where is it? Here we go. 662 sushi. All right, 662 sushi. There we go. And this is kind of what I spent, you know, give or take. I don't know exactly, as I bought it with dollars, of course. I've bought Chainlink. Let me take a look. You know, these couple of dollars. I'm not gonna bitch around about that. 69.3 Chainlink. Let me just round it up. 96.3 Chainlink. That was $700 each, right? So minus $1,400 is what we have right now. All right, now I haven't bought Gala yet, so let me buy some Gala. Now, before I'm buying something, yes, I am looking at the chart, of course, because I want to get the best entry. However, I'm not gonna mess around too much with that. And you know, if I look at Gala, I'm gonna buy it with dollars. So I would say, okay, this could be the best level, but you know, I don't want to miss out in sake of this challenge. So I'm gonna just buy it right now. If you look at Gala Bitcoin, where it is sitting pretty close to its support, okay? So I'm totally cool with that. So let me go to Uniswap. Let me fill in my USDT right here and go for Gala. Like I said, I think I'm going to switch over to more on the Binance Smart Chain and Avalanche and Matic. I don't know, because these trades that I already did were $10 worth of gas fees, $2 worth of approval. So if I keep going like that, and if I cannot trade smaller amounts in that case, right? Because then the gas fees are killing me anyway. So that's not gonna work for me. But the last that I have, let me put that in Gala, so that's $695. This is the amount of Gala that I get. So let me approve that. I don't know how the gas fees are today, by the way. So let me show you that. $2 to approve. Yeah, that's already pretty high. I think the swap itself could definitely cost me around $10 again. Like, so I'm already $30 down, basically. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, here we go. Look. It's gonna be more than that. $11 for a trade, right? It's stupid. So I'm gonna trade a little bit on the higher time frames though, because you know, if you look at Gala Bitcoin right here. Let me show you this, by the way. If you look at the Bitcoin dominance, right, this is what I'm basically trading, right? So I'm not gonna take these. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, for example, you know, I'm not gonna take these trades too much, right? Where it's now here and where I will sell it here or even here, right? That's profit probably, depending on a specific coin, but because of the gas fees, it's not working. So I'm also not gonna trade this range, because this only happened like 5 trades, maybe 6 in the last 2 years. So then the challenge takes too long. But you know, yeah, whatever, you get the point. So I have my Gala 17,370. So let me fill that in as well. 17,370. All right, and that's minus 600, and well, let me round it up, minus 700 Tether. And let me take a look. Is this already confirmed? It's still pending. This is so slow. It's so stupid, these bridges. Oh, wait, it's gone now? I don't know. I have no idea. Let me take a look. Ah, look, here it is. Snow trace. Oh, $700. All right. So let's buy some Avalanche for $700. Don't I need some AVAX right here to cover the gas fees? Fuck. Yes, I do. Let me really quickly stand that off cam, otherwise I'm boring you. All right, I have made the request. So anytime now I can see my AVAX popping up right here, and then I actually have the gas fees to trade right there. So, you know, it might be that you, here we go. So if you look at DBank right now, right, you'll see that I have an amount of $3,000 right now, right? So you must not think that I have $2 profit. You have to remember I have Ethereum for the gas fees on the ETH chain. I have some AVAX for the Avalanche chain gas fees. But that's, you know, it's okay. So let me go buy some AVAX. So where do you do that? Trader Joe, of course. Trader Joe is the leading shizzle. Let me take a look. Am I on the right address right here? Yes, I'm on the right address. Okay, let me go with USDT to AVAX and let me buy max AVAX right here. So let me approve that and get it. So 699. Here we go. Now I at least have enough AVAX for the gas fees. So here we go. I get 40, let me say 41 AVAX for this if this doesn't change. So come on, be a little bit faster on your platform right here. Let me swap that shit. 699, right? Swap. Okay, then it's working. Great. So AVAX, 14 cents. It's a lot better than Ethereum though. 40.9 AVAX. Here we go. Got it. So 40.9 AVAX. Let me fill that in as well. 40.9 AVAX, and that was the last tether that I had. So I'm actually gonna take it out of this portfolio because we do not need it here anymore. So if we remove that, then you can see that my current Bitcoin balance is 0.09. Just rounding it up a little bit, right? Because we have 0.0248, 0.0249, 0.0249. So this is basically all 0.025. So that's 0.1 Bitcoin. It's what we are now starting with Avalanche, Sushi, Chainlink, and Gala. So let's take a look how this goes. Once there is something I should update you with, I will update you on these videos. Make sure to follow me on Twitter as well. I'm trying to be a bit more active there. And the Fomotion community challenge things, whatever, are still going on. So if you go to your to the Telegram announcement channel in the link in the description, this is our new announcement channel that I have just set up, right? And it's linked to the Fomo Factory Telegram group as well. So anything important, I will post it here as well. I hope you like this kind of content. If you do like the video, I'm gonna keep you updated. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.